Former Green MP Golriz Ghahraman has been convicted and fined for shoplifting from expensive boutiques.
The judge took into account her trauma from living in a war-torn country, threats she received as an MP, as well as isolation she felt when the media were camped outside her house. Diana Vezic was in court.
6 months after shoplifting expensive clothes, former politician and former lawyer Golriz Ghahraman is about to face her fate. Is there anything you would like to say ahead of your sentencing?
Thank you. Thanks, guys. God bless you, girl. Good luck.
You may receive a conviction against your name today. How's that sitting with you? Side by side with her supporters, including comedian Guy Williams. She admitted to shoplifting from 3 different high-end stores in Auckland and Wellington. The value of the items totalled nearly $9,000.
It is accepted that the start point sentence is imprisonment. However, there are many factors in Ms Ghahraman's favour that need to be considered in the sentencing process.
The judge listed some of those factors as Ghahraman's early guilty pleas, her remorse, as well as her past history with trauma.
The trauma experiences of Ms Ghahraman began when she was born into a war-torn country.
Her lawyer had previously applied for a discharge without conviction, but Judge June Yalash declined that. Law professor Mark Hennigan believes that doesn't necessarily mean the end of a career in law or politics.
She could work again, probably not in the short term. Honesty is a really important factor in terms of the character reference for anyone becoming a lawyer.
In determining the punitive aspect of her sentence, the judge also took into account the fact media were positioned outside the 43-year-old's home for 3 weeks.
This conduct by the media forced her to remain inside her home for entire days with windows and curtains shut to avoid being photographed. She describes it as an incredibly isolating experience. Such restrictions on a person's freedom of movement and isolation in one's home is not dissimilar to court-imposed restrictive bail conditions.
Well, I don't think it's just the media per se. I think it's just the sort of the public pressure that's been on her, which has led to that situation. So I think that's really an important factor the judge does take into account.
Ghahraman and her supporters made a speedy exit through a back door of the district court. As well as her convictions, she has been ordered to pay almost $2,000 in fines and court costs, but she was spared the harshest sentence of prison time. Diana Vezic, Newshub.